Well, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. I am Iori Folari. I suppose one is obligated to say, thank God it's Friday, but we also thank God it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, too. And we are thanking God it is Friday. But jokes apart, let's take something of a political foray. As you well know, November 8, 2025 is the day for the Anambra Governorship election. And indeed, one of the contestants today, 15 political parties will actually be contesting, and one of the contestants today, in fact, that of the New Nigeria People's Party, retired colonel and former Nigeria military attaché in the U.S. in Washington, D.C. mission. He is with us this morning, and he's in the person of retired Army Colonel Professor Geoffrey Onyejebu. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you very much for coming on the program.
Oh, good morning, Nigerians.
Indeed. Our pleasure. So, well, one might say, well, November is a bit far off, but I imagine to politicians, it's almost like yesterday, it's almost like just tomorrow, considering all that needs to be done. Or should I say, you've done most of the work, and even if it were to be said, tomorrow is the election day, you are ready. Is that how it is with you?
Oh, it is. Really, it is. We are ready. I'm very ready to go.
Aha. When you say we are ready, I know that you said that because of your party. So you and your party are ready. New Nigeria People's Party.
Yes, of course, being the third largest party in the country, we are everywhere, and then we are not like others. I think the Nigerians have seen the goodness in us and really want something good, something fresh.
Okay, now, since you're a long-standing politician, and since you are interested in this office, maybe I have to ask, so what is it that, first of all, give me your concept, your vision of the layout of Anambra governance. And following from that, if there's anything that you are, not satisfied with, what would you be bringing to the job?
Well, I think we were all having very high hopes when Professor Chukwuma Soludo
the incumbent governor,
interest in running for governorship some 3 years back.
Okay.
That some erudite professor from one of the first-rate University of Nigeria, one of my alumnus, is coming on board with his African Dubai, Taiwan. And we were of high hopes. But just a year, 2 years into his governance, we discovered that the man, what we thought he had, he hadn't. And then, as a matter of fact, out of frustration that he has not been able to live up to his rating, he now resorted to, going to gutters with his opponents. And someone like me feels that that circus of shame has to be stopped. You can't descend to the gutters with your opponents in an election as important as Anambra's election. As a matter of fact, and going back to that 2021, the APC that I was in then missed a great opportunity. The then sitting Vice President, Osibajo, had 14 of us aspirants on a manifesto night at Transcorp Hilton. And I think even I was second to the last person. The last person, the man didn't get to listen to him because after I made my 2 minutes pitch on that manifesto night, he got carried away. I'm talking about the sitting president, vice president at the time. He said that what you are going to hear today about my rare, unique skill set, why Anambra has to hire me as an employee come November 8th. What you're going to hear will blow your mind. And as it did blow the sitting vice president's mind at the time, when I finished speaking about my 4 rare, unique skill set, which borders on my security background and experience, my commerce background and experience, my entrepreneurship, and then my architecture and infrastructural guru that I am. He said he turned to the leader of the Southeast, well, some of our governors were there, and said, listen, that was former Senate President Ken Naman, that I will hold you personally responsible if Colonel Architect then Dr. Jeff Onyejebu do not emerge as a candidate for this election. That he just wants somebody that he will be so proud to lead the then President Buhari to Anambra and presenting him as the best candidate individual any party had at the time. And that what Onyejebu is and has and is to do cannot, and I repeat with emphasis, cannot be bought off the shelf of Walmart. The likes of Dr. George Mogaludem, Azuko Ukwosa, Ben Etiaba, these are here. In fact, the entire Congress Hall of Hilton erupted in applause. Some carrying me up, some hugging me, some. In fact, they just felt that we have won the election, that there was no need for any primaries. And Soludo was on the ticket of ABGA. So it's not only the vice president that had this feeling, had this conclusion. There was this Honorable Emeke Nwobo, Oka Federal Constituency, Oka North and South Federal Constituency. He said, I'm the only one that can debate Soludo, in fact, that I will chew him like crackers. And I will use this opportunity of doing this introduction to say, please, the Ruben Abatis of this world, the Shegun Akumbalayo of this world, and then, of course, our one and only Otitoloju Babajide, that they should organize a debate that will be all-inclusive. I know there will be so much scheme to skim off some group, but my party remains the 3rd largest party. If 3 people are debating, I will be there. But I want even all, as it is done in US, to debate. Now, to those 4 rare skill
yes.
sets, unique
on that point, I beg your pardon. On that point, sorry, Prof. On that very point, you've spoken about your security credentials and I think your commerce credentials. Was it entrepreneurship that you then mentioned? Edu. Okay. Edupreneurship. Okay. And then finally, the 4th one.
Okay, yeah, edupreneurship, right?
Yes.
Yeah, edupreneurship is
no. What's the other one? What's the other one? The last one?
The other one is architecture and infrastructure.
Okay, I got you. Architecture and infrastructural development. Please go on, sir. But tell me about edupreneurship.
Now, edupreneurship is the only skill set, because I said these are rare and unique to me, you understand, and no other. None of them in the field has security training and security experience. Nobody. In fact, if I will crack a joke, I will say, if you tell Anambra that you are going to provide security, I may have you, quote and unquote, using the, go after you after the election to tell us where you get the experience in security training, to promise what you do not have. The security is exclusive to me now, okay, because I am the only one that have both local, national, and international. I commanded a brigade. I was in Mokole, but I was acting GOC of 2 divisions in Odobo. I was the military attaché of this country in Washington, D.C. So any other person that is coming to say, including Professor Soludo. If you watch, I've not been saying His Excellency. And with all due respect, he has not excelled in anything. But to earn that excellency, you must have excelled in something. I refer to him as Professor Chukwuma Soludo. The security thing he is doing in Anambra is a big embarrassment to us. You cannot be doing the India Code, those who use a pistol to break people's ankles and kneecaps. You cannot be doing that and call that security. You cannot be doing Agune Chamber. People who are not trained using weapons. Look at what happened in Onitsha market just a couple of days back. Shot and killed people and traders in the market. And then say you are doing security. And yes, you have members of State House of Assembly being killed at, at any slightest chance, and without you tracing the killers. As a matter of fact, now back to your question about the edupreneur. It is only in education that, because both of us are academics, that I can say, yes, this is where he has some competence, you understand? But it ends only in the academics. The preneurship is where he does not even have any knowledge. I own and run KB International Academy, which starts from the creche through nursery to primary and secondary, junior and senior secondary school. Now they are processing our university license. Chuma should tell us where his own school is. Because for you to have the preneurship in Edu, you have to really be practicing the education. So I'm not only teaching, I'm also practicing.
Okay.
This thing. It's like saying entrepreneurship, edupreneurship. So there is the preneurship in Edu is I am establishing schools and then running them. But I didn't hear and see or know of any that he has done, apart from, we are just, we have a common alma mater in University of Nigeria, and that's it.
Do you mind?
So that is the entrepreneurship.
Yes, but do you mind me?
The commerce.
Hello, sorry, sir.
Commerce is 80% vocation of Anambra. I am the owner of Electrocorp in H104 Alaba International. I am a great importer of electronics, and my contemporary, some nice gentleman I like listening to is always say, you can go and verify. So go and verify my credential in commerce when it comes to, importation, distribution, and marketing. The people you can verify with are GC Nweze, the owner of Grand Square in Abuja, Patrick Chidolue, the owner of Chelsea, GC Nweze from Oba, Densa and Dennis Okafor from Ojoto, and many others. So these are my contemporaries in Alaba. So okay. I am a trader. Okay, you're an academic and a trader.
An academic and a trader.
I'm a security guru, you understand? And I am an architect. And you see, when you have a dream that you are bringing African Dubai, Taiwan, maybe you flip through some magazines or you visited Dubai and then saw some tall, the Bujurats and all that, and Burj Khalifa, them, tall buildings. I got fascinated. And you are not an architect. There's no way you can realize such, because an architect operates in two realms. The spiritual realm, where the concepts are evolved, developed. And then the physical realm, where the concept so arrives, is translated into drawings and then transcribed into physical structures on ground. So you are in economics, and you said you would do African Dubai, Taiwan, and I'm like, how? How are you going to do it?
Okay,
the lawyers will tell you, nemo that non habe. You can't give what you do not have.
I was trying to get in.
Soludo do not have this, and there is no way he can give it.
On this edupreneurship that you are talking about, I hope you won't mind me asking, where are you going to get the wherewithal to establish such a mammoth institution? Because I imagine with a man of your standard, a glorified secondary school kind of outlook won't do. But then, before I had asked the question, but maybe there's a technical issue, you weren't able to hear me interjecting. I was trying to interject, how are you going to get the wherewithal to do the kind of thing that is expected of you?
I mean, we are far beyond, we've gone far beyond this question, because the KB International Academy is up and running from the creche level to the secondary level. The university level, we've got the land, you understand. We are waiting for just the NUC nod, and then we get that one up and running too. So the issue of wherewithal, we have done and dealt with those, you understand, and we are good. We're on track.
Okay, that's good to know. It's just that. But then, after I asked the question, but you didn't hear it, you then went on to say a number of things, such as your prowess in Alaba international market, the fact that you are a trader, you're an academic, you know, an entrepreneur, and all of that. So I began to say that, okay, maybe a lot of it is coming, the answer to my question is probably coming from that particular axis. But it is something that people want to know. When you say you've gone way past that, I accept, I understand that, but because you are speaking to a lot of people that might be seeing you for the first time, is why I felt that I needed to, you know, be assured by you that there is no problem. This is not a project that you move forward and then will stop on. But coming away from there, you also are an architect. It would appear that you would have had to have studied architecture, and you know, you also into, you know, development as well. So this must be pet areas of yours. Tell me about your vision for the. After that, I'm going to come. I'm just taking the ones that are related. After that, I'm going to come and want to talk about security. But talk to me first of all, if you will, about your vision for infrastructural development in Anambra. Anambra is particularly challenged, as we know, by erosion. What are your thoughts in that regard?
Well, you see, Anambra is the 35th least landmass state in the Federation. I think Lagos State brings up the bottom, followed by Anambra. I want from day one to establish what the Germans call the Straßenbahn, that is the street train, starting from Oka to Onitsha, to Nnewi, to Ihiala, and then jumping across to Umunze, Ekulobia, Ibuku, Nnobi, and then back to Oka. With that, you can live anywhere in the state, you understand, and walk anywhere in the state. You don't need to worry about whether, oh, I'm a civil servant in Oka, if I stay in Ichi, in Ekusigo, how do I commute? You understand? This is the very first, and it does not take anything. See, Anambra State is the sixth, when you look at the GDP standing, Anambra State is the sixth, has always been the sixth, with 5.6 trillion in their GDP. So I do not understand a state so endowed, you understand, that will be so deaf in infrastructure. No, this is just one aspect. Then, of course, I must commend the likes of P2B. Anyway, say I'm not in the same party with him, but at least Ngige started laying solid roads. Obi did the internal link roads. You understand? And these are, I must commend these two gentlemen for what they did for the state. So it is now for us to take the bold arterial connectivity through this the street train that I said is called Straßenbahn in Germany. And that's the major infrastructure that I will undertake. I will also commend Obiano for whatever anybody said. The fact that he did that airport, you understand, I am happy with his tenure, or, you know, his administration. My dear friend Chukwuma, Soludo professor, has not excelled in anything. He did government house, he did, you know, that had not been done for quite some time, but that's where he lives, you understand. That shouldn't be in the priority of Ndi Anambra.
Okay.
He did an amusement park. Well, okay, very good for children in Oka. What of children in Nnewi? What of those in Ihala, Onitsha? Even Onitsha that is bigger than Oka, and Nnewi that is bigger than Oka. What of even Kulobia and Ufuma? You understand? So you see, his problem is priorities. And he's doing one flyover somewhere. I don't even know the economic importance of that. He didn't go to the nodal city centers that brings the revenue into his coffers. He's just doing this to impress his people. I just want to remind him that when Peter was there, Peter didn't start anything in Agro and Anocha until 5-6 months to the end of his tenure of 8 years. So I don't think I will be one of the governors that will start things so early in Nnewi. I will do things in Nnewi, but I would have at least seen the state, the way this, making it workable. And then when I face Nnewi, I will recognize that Nnewi is one of the biggest baskets in revenue because I'm from that area.
Yes. Okay.
I think, you know, quite frankly with you, Chukwuma Soludo really disappointed all, and then the worst was this circus of Ekono, you know, shameful discussions that do not border on issues, do not border on ideas, okay, of how is the welfare of the people, the empowerment of the people, but dwelling in the realms of running down a candidate, talking about fake certificate, talking about poor grades, talking about relationship that are phantom. You know, I felt we shouldn't, and I am admonishing the two sides now to get back to the issue. Anambra people are waiting to hear about how their laws will be improved after any is elected to office. Not you know, the individual Asri.
I hear you. Now, you've given us the benefit of your understanding of predecessors, including Governor Soludo, who is the incumbent. And you don't seem overly impressed, even though you pointed at what you consider achievements, but it was really to come and be able to use it to say that, as for Chukwuma Soludo, he doesn't have anything to put, you know, to put on view. So maybe I should ask you, so what is your plan? What will you be doing for the people of Anambra that will, it has to make them say, now this is different? Because if you look at it from other people's point of view, I'm sure Governor Soludo will be telling you that he has been given the best in governance that anybody could give. So without contesting that position, so what are your plans? Maybe you take it from anywhere, but if you wanted to take it from infrastructural development, so be it. I'm going to come and ask about security. I'm also going to come and ask about job creations. But what are your plans? Should the electorate allow you?
First and foremost, my plan first and foremost is to get the state secured.
Security, okay.
If there is no security in the state, economy, progress, development will not work. If there is no security in the state, infrastructural development cannot take place. If there is no security in the state, commerce cannot thrive. So, mine, because I have these special, unique skills, which nobody should lay claim to, because they don't have the training, they don't have the background, they don't have the knowledge, is to bring this security experience that I have to secure the state. Not the Ocha Brigade type, not the Agune Chamber type, not the Akodona Kujisopa type. I will bring the security of the state using all that I got as local knowledge, national knowledge, and international knowledge. You see, the truth is that everything hinges on security. Nothing. Onitsha, main market, used to be the largest and biggest market in African sub-Sahara. People come from far away Central Africa, West Africa, and part of northern neighbors to Nigeria to trade in Onitsha, buy goods, sell goods. But since we now progressively went down in security, with those people, most of them, a good number of them, a good percentage of them, had stopped coming to Onitsha. And it's affecting the development of our state.
And you hope to be able to reverse that?
And I have said, you can't give what you do not have. Nemo that quo non habe.
But there
That's
are
what the lawyers say.
But there are 14 other parties apart from yours, each having representatives who are highly hopeful. So when you say you are the best equipped, you know, perhaps some of them are listening to this, and we can imagine what their position would be.
Yeah, you see, they're all fine gentlemen and women in all those parties, but I'm sorry, I'm the only one that have the skill on security. There is none.
Okay. Okay.
You understand? I'm the only one that have the experience. I'm the only one that is equipped. In fact, in me, you buy one unique skill set, you get 3 free. If it's only security that you buy, you're getting commerce free. You're getting entrepreneurship free. You're getting architecture and infrastructure free.
Okay, okay. I get what you're saying because of the unique skill set. I've got to take a break now, but I'll come back and I want to ask how well known you are to in the Anambra, because you might have all the skills in the world, but if they don't know you, that is the power. It is on election day that they can confer you with your desire. But they have to know you first. You were asking me to repeat. What I was saying was, how well do you think you are known to the good people of Anambra? There are a number of names in the list released by INEC that you could say arguably are well known beyond the confines of Enugu. I beg your pardon, of Anambra. Are you satisfied that you are also in that number?
You said how well? Let me get it. The microphone is so faint.
That is what I was asking.
How well?
How well do you think the people that you are going to depend upon to vote for you, how well do you think they know you to choose you?
Oh man, how well the people
do the people of Anambra know you all that well?
Oh, sure. Okay, I get you now. Okay, I get you. You see, I've been in politics for a good number of years now. In APGA, I was the National Convention Chairman in 2012. In APC, well, first in APGA, I was the DG of Dr. Chike Obidigbo's governorship quest in 2013. Then in 2017, I repeated being the DG again Then in 2019, I contested for Senate in APC. In 2021, I was the candidate that wasn't. I was the only candidate I wasn't, because if going by Professor Sibajo, I should be handed over the ticket because none is like me. So I have done the governorship thing to 2010. Let me start 2010 with Mr. Peter Obi in a small party then, CPN. And then going back again after 2021 to 2023, I was senatorial candidate Anambra South of NNPP. So I've been around. I am quite well known. Well, some people argue, oh, you're always in a small party, you are the best we have, we want you to be in a big party, and so that we will make sure that you win because you're the best the state has. Well, to me, God's time in anything is the best time. We're always available to provide the alternative discourse, to the issue of the welfare of our people. So I am very, very, very well known to all the nook and crannies. Okay. Been in almost all the parties that are around.
Excellent.
You understand? So
excellent.
I don't think they don't know me. They know me.
So that will not be a problem. Thank you very much. Reverend Dominic is on the line, wants to join the program. Good morning, Reverend Dominic.
Good morning, Chief Yori. How are you today?
Very well, sir. Thank you very much.
Please, could you tell the candidate to adjust his cap, at least for the viewers to see him? That will help.
I can even take it off. Is it better?
So that the viewers will see.
Well, if you are watching, he has gone beyond adjusting. He has lost the cap.
Okay. So, please, I want to thank you. Very well, very well, very well. Yori, I want the candidate, he's really young and fine, I couldn't see his face. I want him to address the security issue in details, not in details of details, but let's give us some picture. Okay. How to do security architect in Anambra, because it's getting from bad to worse. And not just in Anambra, there's a town between Imo and Anambra State now, where nobody inhabits. He knows it. It's a town between Imo and Anambra.
All right, Reverend, don't go further. You have actually asked. Reverend, I've gotten you. You are just, in fact, you touched me now. Listen, the first 6 months of me being the governor of Anambra State, I will move the government house to the forest of Osumohu, Lilu, Mbose, and Orezukala. In three months tranches. If you're looking for your governor in Oka, come to those forests and meet me. Let me see how these non-state actors will cohabit with me. You understand? I am a soldier. I am a security guru. I am going to rout every one of them out. You don't have to shake at all. It is what my government, if you're a commissioner, will be walking inside that bush. If you are an SA, you will be walking in that side bush. If you're a friend of the governor, if you come visit me in the bush, stay away.
So that is the say. You're going to be a very hands-on person when it comes to the security of Anambra going forward. That's what you're saying.
Yes, sir. That's exactly my plan. The first 1 year or the 100 days, you'll be hearing reports on what is happening in Lilu, Mbose, Osumo, Orezukala. And once that is done, our state is secure. The people will get back and happy, and I promise them. It takes a shrine keeper to give the shrine food. I am a shrine keeper. I know the language to speak with my engineers, combat regiment in Onitsha, or the artillery regiment in Onitsha, or the police and DSS. I know the language to speak. So there is just nothing that I will speak they will not understand.
Okay, so another caller has come on the line. Good morning. Who is calling us, please?
Good morning. My name is Wale.
Wane.
Wale.
Okay.
W-A-L-L-E-Y.
Okay. Good morning to you, sir. Go ahead with your contribution.
Honestly speaking, I am excited noticing that someone like this exists in Anambra State. I am excited to know that. And I start to wonder, because apart from seeing him right now, I have not heard about him. And even as I'm watching now, I do not know the party he belongs to. But I
Said that
see,
New Nigeria People's Party.
oh dear me, the one of Kwakwanso.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see, and I hope the Anambra people will understand that this man has what it takes to give them the desired freedom. This is the problem we have in the larger extent of Nigeria.
But you've just said that you've never seen him before. You said until today. But
Exactly.
you are now going ahead to say that this gentleman will give Anambra what it needs.
I am excited to know that someone like this exists.
Okay. Okay.
I am excited. And what I am trying to say clearly is that the opportunity should be created by him to express himself more. Let him have a very robust campaign so that everybody in Anambra will know that they have in this very person what they require. So though he can speak grammar to heavens, that grammar does not save us. It's dramatic. His grammar to me is dramatic. It doesn't save the situation. It doesn't have what it takes. And it has been tested. Proven that it doesn't have what it takes.
Let me stay with you for one small second. You are so admiring of Professor Jeffrey Onyejebu's presentation this morning. What excited you the most? What excited you the most?
You see, there is what we call edupreneur.
Okay.
And I want to elaborate on that edupreneur.
All right.
For instance, there is an edupreneur in the Trinity of Life. There is what we call intrapreneur. There is then entrepreneur. Then the third one is edupreneur. Education is that level of elevation where the revelation of information has been acquired. That is what education is. It's not what we're talking about. So at that level, what we call summary, is the entrepreneur is the numeracy. The entrepreneur is the primary, but the entrepreneur is the summary.
Okay.
So at that point in time is the revelation. There is nothing anybody wants to say. It is, you see, when you have acquired, then you now apply where it is required. But before you have to apply what is required, you must inquire. So if you have not inquired, then you don't know what you are going to, what you have acquired, what to do with it.
A marvelous presentation. Thank you very much for calling in. Well, that's
honestly, this my brother has nailed it. He has said it all.
I saw that you were approving. You were giving him from 1 to 2 thumbs up as he was speaking. But honestly, you're in very good company, because there are so many academics in Anambra. So there shouldn't be too much of a problem, including the incumbent governor. There shouldn't be too much of a problem of putting your message over. But that gentleman echoed a question that I asked, how well known you were. He said he's so admiring, but you answered the question, copiously, that, if you are interested in politics, you can't but know me. But that gentleman is just saying that until this morning, he didn't know that such gold was in Anambra.
Just like Professor Sibajo in 2021, the vice president. I mean, is this same kind of presentation that while the man went, and he threw protocol, very decent and erudite professor. I always like listening to him, but I've never interfaced, I've never met him before. Okay. He just listened like this and said, hey, oh, no. You can't get this out of shelf life of any Walmart or ShopRite or anything. This is so unique, this is so rare. Okay. You understand? Okay. And I remain the same person. You understand? We will get it right. I am only just calling on the Ruben Abatis of this world, Sheyi Okumbale of this world, Baba Jide is a wonderful man, that they should give us a robust debate in Anambra. Let them not scheme anybody away. My party is the third largest party in the country. Okay. You understand?
Let me bring on
narrowing to 3, I will be there. But I will even want everybody. We've seen Democrats debate. We've seen Republicans debate. 21, 27 candidates lined up. Governorship is not something we can toy with. If it is because of airtime and money, yes, please, let's know how to go about it. But we want a robust debate because what I have been seeing that make me make this appearance is that they have descended to the gutter level of insulting each other. I don't want it. Let people come out on issues and on ideas.
Let me bring on another viewer that wants to contribute to the program. Good morning. Tell us your name, please. Where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Tell us your name. Where are you calling from? You need to lower the volume of your TV set, sir. Your television set was blaring. Tell us your name. Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello. I'm still hearing your television set. Please, mute your television set. Mute it. Otherwise, it will drop this call. That won't be us.
I'm Amaka.
Amaka?
I'm Emmanuel Aka.
Emmanuel Aka, you're welcome, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yes. I want to contribute to the program.
Go right ahead.
I want to contribute.
Yes, we want you to. Go ahead, please. Go.
All right, please, I don't know the man quite all right. I'm speaking from Abuja.
Okay.
I'm speaking from Abuja.
Are you an Anambrarian?
I'm saying.
Are you an Anambrarian?
It's difficult to dislodge Soludo. It's very difficult to dislodge him because of the incumbency. And I can't dismiss that. I can't say that Soludo has not done anything.
Are you from Anambra yourself?
Politics.
Are you from Anambra?
But he has done something. He has contributed a lot. But I wish him good luck. But I feel that it may be very difficult to dislodge him.
Okay. Can you hear us?
Thank you very much.
Are you from Anambra?
Emma,
the man
he asked you a question whether you're from Anambra.
It's just a one.
I had got the answer.
I think let him answer.
I will tell you.
Let him answer. Let him answer. Yes. Oh yeah. Are you from Anambra?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're an Anambrarian.
I'm from Anambra.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. Now let me take it from there. Emma, your state, Anambra State, is a unique state that has no other in the whole federation. Why is it unique? It is so unique that there are well over 35, 40 individuals that are richer than the state. So this phantom thing called power of incumbency, it doesn't work in Anambra. You have to go and get these fiefdoms.
I think he wasn't talking about power of incumbency.
To agree with your program.
He wasn't talking about power of incumbency. He was talking about the caliber of the incumbent governor. That was what he must have meant when he said that you might find it
all right. If he's talking about the caliber,
yes,
I can tell you with all due respect, the 4 key posts of what is required for a modern Anambra state, Soludo only has 1. And that one, it is even half. And that is the one that borders on a Dupreno. Only academics. You understand? He has no security knowledge. He has no commerce knowledge. He is not an architect. So tell me.
Yeah, but that's what you bring in. That's what you bring in specialists for.
Wait a minute, sir. Part of it.
Wait a minute, sir. A governor can't know it all, or a president for that matter. That's why they bring in specialists.
Now,
they bring in specialists.
All right, sir. Let me ask you, if you have an opportunity of buying one thing and getting 3 free, why would you want to buy half and lose 3.5? These these are things that will agitate the people's mind as they are going to polls. This man, we are not secured in the state.
All right. Okay.
He should better be off somewhere in Onsoka.
All right.
Having a white chalk and blackboard teaching our students.
Oh,
he will wait for the likes of the Colonel Professor Geoffrey Onyejebu to really stabilize and secure the state and bring out a template of a secure state that will now invite him as a teacher. He will now come and be working on that template already established.
Let me bring on yet another person. Anambra is very popular, and another person wants to join the program. Hello, good morning. Who is calling? What's your name? Well, you see that unusually I'm asking who is calling. That's because of the nature of the connection today. It seems to be something of a challenge. But that gentleman, if you could call back in, I'll go ahead and interrupt myself just so you can get your contribution. Now, I don't want us to finish this without hearing you on the matter of employment of youths, youth employment. That's a very important part, and we know that the reputation of youths in the Southeast, I don't know how you look at it, rightly or wrongly, these people are entrepreneurs par excellence. They will even leave whatever other thing is going on in life, but they will make a success of their businesses, their trading and their sellings. So what are your thoughts? Are you going to leave it like this, or do you have plans for the employment of the teeming youths in Anambra?
All right. Just like the question on security. I would address what Chukwuma Soludo professor is doing now as against the plan I have. He started telling us things about one youth, two scales. Now, we waited to see that kick in, but nothing other than just having the Ndiakodo and the Agune Chamber and, putting the youths that are unemployed into that and then hooliganizing them. Now, my plan is what I call agri-camp boots, agri-camps. I am going to set up camps for all the youth, so long as you are resident in Anambra, whether you have any level of qualification or not, we will sort you anyway by your qualification, and then engage you in, Omomasi, Ufuma, all these areas. We have agri-clans that are laying waste. Everybody must get back to agriculture. And the agriculture we are talking about is a mechanized one, and it is an integrated, backward integrated one. That means that, listen, we will, from even the palm fruits, produce kernel oil, produce palm oil, and then use them to make soap, use them to make animal feeds. You understand? So virtually everybody that is resident, that is a youth, must be employed by the government. And they will be producing products that will really give them sustainable payments in terms of remuneration.
Yes.
No youth, I mean, and I repeat, no youth will stay in Anambra without being employed.
Well, but this is all very exciting, as somebody called in to say that he was quite excited to hear what you were saying about your beloved Anambra. But he also did advise that you need to work on letting more people know you. The man said he's an Anambrarian, and he said it is only on this program this morning that he has set eyes on what has excited him as much as this. But
tell him, going forward, it's not those that make we don't want to come here and not trade ideas. We don't want to come here and not give the way forward. We don't want to come here and call names. you know, talk about fake results, talk about land. We don't want to do things like that.
Okay.
Now, going forward, he will start seeing and knowing and see our programs. We have been doing a lot of groundwork.
Okay.
So much groundwork has been done.
Okay.
We don't go to TV just to. The contest is not a beauty pageant contest. The contest is not a popularity contest. The contest is the man with ideas you cannot rival. The man with the skill you can't equal.
Well, thank you very much. In fact, we're going to have to leave it here. This is as fine a place as any. I imagine that if I were to ask another question, you're so ready that it might carry us beyond the scope of the program in terms of time. But let me thank you very much, Professor Architect Godfrey Onyejebu, you know, retired Army Colonel and former Nigerian military attaché to the U.S. in Washington, D.C. mission. I want to thank you very much for coming on the program and giving us an insight on what awaits in the Anambra should you indeed be elected come November. Thank you very much.
Yes, in the Anambra and in Nigeria, I think I am so pleased. I don't take this opportunity for granted. Thank you so much.
All right, then. So do please join us on Monday for a fresh edition. I am Iyori Folani. Do have a great weekend. Bye-bye for now.